Hello everyone! The winners of the recent 50 Welkin giveaway have been announced, and you can check out our community section for more information. There are some people who didn't mention their UID and server information, so please comment your UID and server on that post or email me directly. Now, the closed beta test for version 5.2 is slowly coming to an end, and we have already received information about the upcoming version 5.2 banners from reliable sources. We've also got some insights into the banners coming after the 5.2 update, and there are so many great characters arriving in future patches. In this video, we'll discuss the potential banners from the next 5.2 update through to version 5.4. But before that, the banners of Nahida and Hu Tao are now live on the servers. If you want to pull for them but have run out of Primogems and want to save some money, just visit lootbar.gg. LootBar is a fantastic way to top up for your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, allowing you to save up to 20% on all of your top-ups. How it works? It offers the cheapest prices by leveraging favorable exchange rates and has direct partnerships with authorized top-up partners of Hoyoverse. Over 100,000 people have used it so far, with more than 9,000 positive reviews, so it's 100% safe and secure. Don't forget to check the link in the description or pinned comment for an extra 5% discount. Now, back to the video. Version 5.2 will be released on November 20th, and we're about 20 days away from that. But we already have information on the characters who will get banners in version 5.2. According to the information shared by Full Stop Chan, which was also reposted by several other sources, Chaska, Zhongli, Lini, and Neuvillette will have their banners in version 5.2. They didn't mention the exact phases, but based on the order they posted, it seems like Chaska and Lini will get their banners in Phase 1, while Zhongli and Neuvillette will be in Phase 2 of version 5.2. As for Auroron, he will most likely appear on Chaska's banner. Chaska will be a 5-star Anemo sub-DPS, and Auroron will be a 4-star Electro sub-DPS character. Both of their animations look amazing, and I'm really excited for both of them. Now, let's talk about the reruns. Chaska was already confirmed by Hoyoverse, so no surprises there. But I was surprised to see Lini and Neuvillette's rerun. Lini got his first rerun in version 4.6 if I remember correctly, so it hasn't been that long since his last banner, especially with characters like Riosli, Xianyun, and Arlecchino still waiting for their first rerun. As for Zhongli, according to data shared 2 weeks ago by Home DigiCat, one of the most reliable data miners, Zhongli was confirmed to get his rerun in version 5.2. Not only that, but 4-star characters like Fischl and Heizo are expected to be on his banner. This seems reliable, as both of these 4-star characters haven't appeared on any banners in a while. We know that one Archon usually gets a rerun in each early patch, until we eventually run out of Archons, so Zhongli's rerun makes sense. As for those who were waiting for Venti, as I mentioned in a previous video, Venti's rerun was just a speculation based on the rumored Dragonspine event. Since we aren't getting that event in version 5.2, Venti's rerun is now expected to come after version 5.3. Now, let's talk about Neuvillette and Lini. Lini was released in version 4.0 and received his first rerun 5 patches later in the 4.6 update. Now, he's getting his second rerun after just 4 patches, even though there are characters who haven't appeared on any banners for nearly a year and a half. As for Neuvillette, I thought Hoyoverse was treating him like an Archon, but maybe I was wrong. Every Archon gets their first rerun 3 patches after their release date. Neuvillette was released in version 5.1 and got his first rerun in version 4.5. So technically he was getting the Archon treatment because Furina didn't get her first rerun until version 4.7, which was 4 patches after her release in version 4.2. That's typical for non-Archon characters, but now we're getting an Archon and a Sovereign's banner in the same patch. And because of Neuvillette, this might become one of the best-selling banners in Genshin history. Zhongli has been available for a while, so most players may already have him, unless they've been skipping his banner repeatedly. So yeah, the 5.2 banners are looking really good. And I'm personally excited for Chaska and Auroron because I already have Neuvillette and Zhongli, and I'm not particularly interested in Lini since I don't enjoy playing bow characters. Alright, moving on to version 5.3 banners. We will see 2 new 5-star characters introduced in version 5.3, Mavuika and Citlali. Mavuika will obviously be a 5-star Pyro Claymore user, while Citlali will be a 5-star Cryo Catalyst user. Mavuika is set to be one of the most versatile characters in Genshin Impact, as her elemental skill supposedly has 3 different uses depending on how it's cast. If you tap her elemental skill, her weapon will turn into a sun torch and throw fireballs at the enemy, similar to what we saw during the Archon quests. I'm not going to go over her entire kit since I've already covered it in another video, but one of her skills allows Mavuika to destroy her weapon, crush it into pieces, and then transform it into a motorcycle. She can then hop on and ride it, causing explosions and dealing damage if it hits enemies. Additionally, if she's in the air, her motorcycle will turn into a glider. Pretty cool, right? There isn't much information on Citlali's kit at the moment, but she's said to be an average character and might be a standard banner character. But that's not confirmed, so we'll leave it there for now. Moving on to the rerun banners for version 5.3. With 2 new 5 stars, that leaves 2 rerun banners, and we have many candidates for those spots. Hoyoverse is still including at least 1 Fontaine character rerun in each update, so Riosley is expected to appear in version 5.3, unless Hoyoverse decides to go with Arlecchino instead. But I don't think that will happen. Reo might finally get his long-awaited rerun. As for the last spot, it will most likely be Shenhe. She hasn't received a rerun since version 3.5 back in Sumeru, which was 19 months ago, so I can't imagine anyone else taking her place. Version 5.3 will also host the Lantern Rite Festival, which is one more reason why it should be Shenhe. We will also get the Liyue Chronicled Wish in the version 5.3 update, and limited characters like Ganyu, Child, Xiao, and Baizhu will appear on that banner alongside some standard characters and weapons. Now, moving on to version 5.4. Madame Ping is rumored to be released in version 5.4. There are some rumors we may also get a new 4-star character, but I'm not sure about that. Since there may only be 1 new character in the 5.4 update, the remaining 3 banners will likely be reruns. I have 3 perfect candidates for these: Arlecchino, Ayaka, and Kokomi. Arlecchino due to the Fontaine character rerun per patch, and Ayaka and Kokomi because they haven't had reruns in a long time. Ayaka's last rerun was in version 4.3 alongside Navia, and Kokomi's last rerun was in version 3.8 back in Sumeru. So, yeah, these 3 would be ideal candidates for the reruns in version 5.4. We don't have any info about Capitano's release date yet, but if we get updates in the future, I'll be sure to keep you all informed. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more updates.